Hello, in this video I will show you how to combat a serious cucumber disease as downy mildew. First, let's see what it looks like. When you see these yellow spots on cucumbers, that's just the beginning. This means that the fungus has already settled in and is destroying the leaves from the inside. On the outside, we see yellow spots. They will become more and more until the entire leaf turns yellow. It starts from the lower leaves, moves up to the upper leaves, but at the very top, it sometimes happens the leaves are completely unaffected because the fungus has not reached there yet. Why is this disease dangerous? Initially, cucumbers continue to grow upwards. The fruits set, they grow normally, and produce a regular harvest. But the leaf surface that receives sunlight and performs photosynthesis, which is the only way the plant can absorb nutrients from the soil, decreases with this disease because of the affected areas. Eventually, the leaf dies completely and no longer functions for the plant. The plant's nutrition becomes less and less. The plant starts to wither. The cucumbers that have set turn yellow and do not ripen because they lack nutrition, and the plant dies. Gradually, it dies, and when the plant has already started to bear fruit, systemic fungicides can no longer be used because they penetrate the plant's sap and destroy the fungus from the inside. But also, this fungicide will penetrate all the fruits, making them unsuitable for consumption. And after the treatment, you will need to wait for approximately around 20 days before you can harvest the cucumbers. And during all these 20 days, you will need to pick and discard the entire harvest. To prepare this solution, we will need regular copper sulfate. But you need to follow the proportions that I will give you now, entirely. Do not increase them because the plant can get burns. And if you decrease them, the treatment will be ineffective. We will need 1 teaspoon, like this, not full, as you can see, which is approximately equal to 5 grams. So if you don't have scales, just 1 level teaspoon is approximately 5 grams. And this needs to be added to 1 liter of water. It's better to use water at outdoor temperature, not cold, because we will be treating the leaves and stem of the cucumber and it can be harmed by cold water. But first, we need to remove all the harvest. These are the mature cucumbers that are the ones we need to pick. We also remove these small, tiny cucumbers, leaving only the very, very small ones on the bush. Because after treatment with copper sulfate, even though this is a contact action agent, meaning it does not penetrate inside the plant but stays on the outside, it is still better to harvest the crop. And then it will take approximately about 5 days for the next crop of these cucumbers to ripen. And they will be ready for harvesting soon. Make sure to wash the first harvest well after treatment, and you can also peel off the skin. And now, you also need to remove all the leaves that are growing upwards and slightly towards the first cucumbers. Here we will have the first cucumbers, which will yield a harvest in about a week. Why does this disease affect our cucumbers? The spores of the downy mildew fungus are everywhere now, in your garden, in your yard, and also in your greenhouse. But these spores do not germinate when conditions are unfavorable. When favorable conditions for the germination of this fungus's spores occur, it quickly begins to infect our plants. These are the conditions. If you don't prune side shoots and leaves, cucumbers grow densely, much shade, poor ventilation, and this fungus, downy mildew, spreads more quickly. But even when you remove the side shoots and trim the leaves, if it's cool at night and very hot during the day, the fungus will sprout at night and infect our plants. During the day, when it's very hot, it multiplies, and the spores of this fungus spread across our garden and greenhouses. It is best to do the pruning early in the morning because the cucumber is a juicy plant and the wounds take a long time to heal. On a hot day, they will quickly seal and close up. This treatment will also help us heal wounds. Additionally, if you have plants in your greenhouse or garden that are already sick and others that are not, start by pruning the healthy plants first and then move on to the sick ones. And after pruning, we thoroughly and carefully disinfect our tools with alcohol to properly prevent spreading the disease, with great care. And now I will demonstrate how to lower the cucumber down. First, you need to untie the rope that your cucumbers are tied with and unwind it to the internode where the first cucumbers are located. There, it's unwound. And I hold it with a rope or wire so that they don't pop out. And now, with these kinds of movements, I start lowering it because it might have caught on the wire with its tendrils. Just like this, we take it and slowly lower it down. I hold the wire, pulling it tight, and now I wrap it around the lower internode. It's much easier to work with wire. Nothing goes anywhere, unlike with rope. Look, the plant is twisted. It goes down. Here, I twisted the wire around the last node, and here, the ring is twisted and hooked over the leaf. That's it. The cucumbers are lowered down, and now they can be treated. Now, we can pour the prepared solution into a regular spray bottle if you have a small number of cucumbers. Alternatively, you can use a large sprayer if you have a lot of cucumbers. Then, dilute approximately 50 grams of copper sulfate in 10 liters of water and spray the leaves. It is best if you spray with this kind of sprayer, spraying from the bottom up, because the droplets with copper sulfate will drip down and nothing will get on your hands. And most importantly, spray the underside of the leaf. And also the entire stem, because the fungus spores are everywhere here. You can also treat the outer side of the leaf, but this treatment should be done early in the morning, as I mentioned. We no longer apply heat because, for safety reasons, the droplets on the surface of the leaves can cause burns on your cucumbers. And now, we just simply wait 5 days after the treatment and we can already enjoy a clean, fresh harvest. And the plant further, as you can see, the top is unaffected. And the plant will continue to grow clean, unaffected. We will overcome the disease. If you found the information useful, give it a like, share with your friends. Subscribe to my channel to not miss the release of new videos. See you in the next videos.